Hi and welcome to our Kundalini Awakening group. I'm Johnine. I'd like to say hi also to everyone who's on live as well as who's going to watch the replay. Just give you a bit of a map into what's happening with your Kundalini divine awareness and these expansions of consciousness. So a lot of the time when we wake in the morning, as you sleep at night, you are soul traveling. Your expansion of consciousness occurs because the mind is at rest. You're not thinking with the conscious mind anymore. So there's a lot less thought. When there's less thought, your soul's energy and life force spills out of the encasing of the physical body, the emotional bodies, the mental body, and it travels and it can connect in union with your higher divine self, as well as it may be off on other travels with higher beings, learning, assimilating, taking in information, and this is all happening on another dimension. You're trying to assimilate that higher potential and awareness back into the body. So you get up and do your daily thing and you're just feeling disconnected, brain fog, confused, a little bit disorientated because you've actually, a part of your consciousness is still up in the higher upper limits of awareness. And as you connect and bring through this new awareness and potential, it actually sits on top of the head, contracted really tightly. What I've viewed clairvoyantly is there's a lot of information, new stuff, new awareness, and it's untouched. It hasn't come into reality yet. It hasn't stepped down through the layers of consciousness so that it can actually be brought through from abstract into your physical brain, body, mind cells. And in that process, it comes into knowing and action of what you might want to be directed to do next in your life or where you want to be guided to, because it's actually an intelligence. It's real and it speaks to you and through you. So this pressure is contracted in the head area. It's alive, it's conscious, it has an agenda for you. It's your higher divinity, your higher soul. When you feel comfortable enough, just like relaxed, your nervous system starts to relax. You then actually want to go up to that pressure. It could be numb even, because pressure, head pain, I certainly feel it as a numbness. That numbness is a frequency and a sound vibration. So it's actually a gateway for you. You can go to it. And the numb or the sound or the pressure actually has a sound frequency. So you might not hear it audible, but you can feel it. So you go to it and know that it is a sound, so you want to travel with it. So the pressure is like a light, like a star going through the sky, and it leaves a trail, an energy trail. So you won't see it, but that star is gone, but it's left an energy trail. And that frequency sound is what you want to hook onto to connect to your higher divine self. Because when you're not connected to that aspect of yourself or linking up to it or traveling to it, you're going to be disconnected. So there's going to be a drop in your consciousness. You'll be in the emotional energy body and in the mental energy body, and you'll be swarmed in that sea of consciousness, bombarded by thoughts of your own plus other people's around you at the moment. So with your intent, you can open it and start to spread it open so it's not contracted and tight on top of your head. So just doing this in itself with your mind and thoughts is opening that consciousness up. So once you feel open enough and you're stretching it out and you know that it's a direct link to your divine self, so there's a spaciousness that starts to occur. And then you're looking up because you're actually traveling to, so it's going up and out. You're spreading your consciousness. You want to open it. It's like a window. You don't want it contracted and tight. So this might take about 5-10 minutes, but as it opens that beautiful channel directly to your divine self. And then you'll feel it. You'll be traveling and moving. So even if you don't know what's happening in this process, the minute that you're sitting in a little bit more silence and relaxation and your intent is pitching your mind forward, out, You're gravitating and moving, you're traveling, your consciousness is moving like that star that's moving through the sky, it's leaving a trail. You're actually moving. So you're connecting to it. When you connect, you'll feel a flutter through your body, a warmth. And it might take 2 minutes to make your link or connection. It might take 5, could take 10. And allow that waterfall of divine intelligence, divine love, and it has information within that energy, within that intelligence. So you're allowing it to waterfall through your body, relaxation. And you can just sit in that for as long as you want to. But when you're ready, your whole body starts to deeply relax and receive and allow. That's your whole soul self opening up, and the ego and the thought mind is dropping. And it actually opens the webbing to the inner world. So you're bringing this information and this flow, which once you thought was, it's so painful, it's pressure, it's numb, it's this. It's actually your divinity speaking and wanting to come through you and exit out of your body into this world so that you can put your gifts out into the world, share your words, share your voice, share your experience to help others. So we're going to use the second chakra, the sacral chakra, is where the Kundalini divine sexual luminous life force is ignited. But before that's ignited, right in the same area of the second chakra is your emotions. It's your emotional energy body. It's got all past memory imprints of anything that's ever happened to you. Anger, emotion, violent energy. It has sexual links, so anyone who you have been sexually intimate with. So it's very clogged. So if that one's clogged, and that's your feeling center, and you're collecting from your external as well. Your Kundalini that resides in the sacrum, the coccyx, and the lower parts of your bone structure, the energy that's dormant, can't quite rise because it's getting clogged at the second chakra. This energy is coming through and there's this disconnect. So if we open the second chakra and travel through it and out horizontally, we're moving through the emotional energy bodies of the inner world. It continues to move out through to the mental layer and through the psychological things, that imprints that you have, until you hit the spiritual layer, which is golden. Once there's a pathway opening, it floods out of your second chakra. It can be bumpy, it can be painful to begin with, but you're gliding through it outwards. And you're allowing yourself to move as fluidic water flowing outwards. This is your consciousness. It's multidimensional. You're not using a visual, okay, I've got to move there. It's a movement and a feeling. And so Kundalini divine intelligence is coming upwards, trying to come upwards, and your divine higher essence is coming in. It's already trying to assimilate, which as it comes down, if it can make its way through, relax through the second chakra, and you clear enough of your emotional energy body and the mental and the psychological things and all of your imprints, and it's holding a lot of stuff there. You relax, you sink back into yourself. And then what happens is this beautiful energy coming down can go through the second chakra down and hit and arouse the Kundalini divine and awake her from her sleep. The power, which is your sexual energy, will start to rise. It's in its raw power. This is the fuel, it's ecstatic energy that will rise, hit your sacral, your second chakra, burst out of you as a starburst as the two come together, and it's going to flood out of your body, out of your physical body, out of your emotional, out into the auric field, out into the world. And this has given your expansion of consciousness, which was tightly here. It's opened it, you've gone up to receive, you're bringing it through, and it's given purification through that second chakra. It gives a movement to your intelligence. It can move through you and out of you. It is such relief. Once that happens, you are grounding in, anchoring in your new level of awareness and frequency. It's a powerful, deep, deep, relaxing feeling as you slip down further. And as the Kundalini divine bursts upwards, ecstatically coming out of the sacral starburst, you're opening the portal to creation, the cosmic consciousness and divine union can occur in your physical body right here. You're no longer spacing out and drifting out and exiting the body with that feeling of I'm lost, I'm not here, I'm disconnected, I'm like far away. So today I'm sharing with you how to move through the second chakra, because that's where we're getting stuck. We're stuck in our emotional energy body and all the healing that's trying to happen through there. So as you burst through the second chakra and relax, you're traveling now, that star light that leaves a trail, you're following it by sound, out into that universe, into the cosmic consciousness. Divine union's already in your physical body, and the sexual energy is actually catapulting you, empowering you to travel to your soul star. So you're actually literally coming down, you're going through that portal, and as you're going through it, you're actually going back up to higher divine self. You make it to the top, which is through the third eye and union. And just know that your soul self, your divine intelligence, will have its own agenda, its own specific way it wants to work through you. So I'm giving you mine, which is like a universal map, but follow yours. Follow what it feels like in your body, because it's different also to mine. So yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'd love to hear some comments below, and wishing you all a lovely day or evening. Thank you. Bye.